Hey, Kathy, the vegan prepper here. Thank you so much for joining me today for this video about what is in my purse. What is my everyday carry? What am I carrying right now? And it seemed like a perfect opportunity to make the video because I am now upgrading from my crossbody purse, which I have used for many months, and I've really loved it and it's great. However, I don't feel like it serves my needs anymore, and I'm wanting to go to a sling style backpack. Because I just keep getting sexier is really what it is. I'm like, anyway, but it's a little bigger than my crossbody purse, and I feel like it's going to serve my needs much better, and hopefully I'll be able to put diaper bag essentials in here as well and combine two bags into one and then keep my hands free, and I just feel like it's safer and better. And then absolutely I will be doing a review on this bag after I've used it for a few weeks and, say like what I think about it. I will also link it down below. It seemed like a good idea at the time, so hopefully it was. But let's go ahead and get right into the content of the purse. So in my mind, I kind of, even with these things, which I consider kind of my everyday essentials, I have it categorized even in my mind further of the things that I absolutely would grab if I wasn't taking my full purse for some reason. Like, what would I grab out of that bag and go, like, just shove in my pockets and go? If, like, for whatever reason I need to, check the bag in somewhere, put it in a locker before I am allowed to enter into a store of, certain kinds of stores or whatever. That happens sometimes. And so, what are the things that I grab to put in my pocket? So I already have that in there so that it's not like this big struggle to figure out what I'm taking. So I'm going to start with those items right now. Number one would be my keys to my car. And then on the keychain is a key to my house and a key to my grandmother's house. And I have both of those keys so that, obviously my own house key for obvious reasons. And then for hers, just in case I need to go grab something for her or unlock her house for her or whatever. So I have her key as well. She lives locally to me, and yeah. Also, obviously my phone, which I can't show you because it is currently filming me, but it is in a wallet style phone case, which you can see in the thumbnail for this video. And that has my debit card, my license, my Costco card, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else in there. I think there is, but I mean, that it basically has the few things that I need to carry with me at all times. And it's just in my phone case, and it's going to be handy with this particular backpack because there is a thing like a phone pocket basically right on the strap, and I'm still going to be able to access it without having to take the whole backpack off, like when I need to pay for stuff at the store and whatnot. So I'm excited about that. I think that'll work out great. But so then there's that. Also my little Swiss Army knife, which in certain situations, obviously I would not be able to take this with me, but this is the one that I would take. This is essentially my multi-tool for now because I don't have a real multi-tool. And it has a little tiny blade, which is great for, taking the thread off of your shirt if you have like a stray thread. I know I've got scissors. I don't know. I almost always just use the blade though. And then a little file, which is great for your nails, a little flathead screwdriver, which comes in handy so often, and then you can often use it in a Phillips head screwdriver or a Phillips head screw as well. And then in addition to those scissors and the other things, there's a little toothpick and there is a little pair of tweezers, which also comes in handy quite a lot. So I love this little thing. And I think even if I got myself a bigger multi-tool, I would probably keep this on hand. I don't know that this would exit my purse, but we'll see. But I do love that thing. It's just comes in too handy. It's just too important, I think, to have tools to do certain things, and I would not be without them. I carry an epinephrine injector for my son who has a peanut allergy, and this kind of goes in and out of my purse depending on the situation. Like if he's with me, I'm carrying it. If he is not with me, then he has it. So that's basically, something that kind of goes in and out of the purse. But this is also something that I will grab if for some reason I'm not taking my purse. It is on my person at all times if we have it, because it's not supposed to exceed certain temperatures. It's not supposed to get too hot. So this is something I will never, ever, ever leave in the car for any reason or anything like that. So this always comes with me or stays in the coolest environment possible, but with me. So that's something that is important. Some kind of, then these last three things are kind of pandemic specific additions to my daily carry. We've got hand sanitizer, which I don't like, but we use it right now. Face mask, obviously. There's always a fresh, clean face mask for me and for as many people as I have with me, with the exception of my daughter. She's 2. She does not wear a mask. But this is, if I have multiple people with me, I might carry more, but also, they have their own pockets. They can carry their own. So normally I make them carry their own. But I always have at least one, and it's fresh every time I use it. So for our family, our system is we've got a little bowl of clean masks ready to go by the door. And then when we come back in from being wherever we are, the used masks go straight into the washing machine, and then whoever does the next load of laundry, whoever has to wash clothes next, because I don't wash my kids' clothes, they wash their own clothes. And then, I wash our clothes, and then I wash like towels and stuff like that. But whoever does the next load of laundry, the masks just get washed in that load, and then they go right back into that bowl by the door. So that is the system that I have in place, and it's been working out really great so far. Okay, that's perfect. My daughter just wanted a little snack. So anyway, that was a perfect cutoff though for the absolute essential things that I would just always have and grab. These are kind of the extra things, but that I also carry with me because it feels somewhat essential. So first in that list would be business cards for my business. I do, custom jewelry. I always link it down below my videos. And I have business cards to hand out to people if they ask about, ask about it or, whatever. So I have business cards to hand out to people. I have got a mirror, which is very old school because I know most people just use their phones now, but I like to have a mirror. I grew up without smartphones, and I guess old habits die hard. I like a real mirror when I'm checking makeup, if I ever wear makeup ever again. And then, teeth or whatever. But then also in my mind, I think, it's a signaling device. If you get stuck somewhere, you have a mirror to signal for help. A chapstick, whatever, we have a giant pile of chapsticks, and I just sort of always have one that's in my purse. I grab from the pile and throw in there. And then I have my writing utensils. So it's funny because I have 2 Sharpies and a pen. So pen is obviously essential, but 2 Sharpies is because my husband and I run baptisms at our church, and the Sharpies are for part of the sign-in process. And then sometimes it's difficult to find Sharpies. So that happens only once a month, but it's one of those things I don't want to have to think about, and they're too small, and it happens every single month. And so I don't want to have to run around hunting for Sharpies. And so I have 2 Sharpies in my purse at all times for that reason. But then also it's kind of surprising how often a Sharpie comes in handy. You would be surprised. So I actually use these for more than just the baptisms at church, but that is the reason that they are in my purse. I also carry a Spyderco, which I lifted from my husband. He knows about it though. He knows I stole it from him. He's got so many knives. I stole this one. But like I said, he knows about it. This is a great knife for kind of more heavy duty type jobs than the Swiss Army knife, where I might be afraid of the blade breaking. But then also, it's like maybe a self-defense type thing. Although I do recognize and understand that this is only as effective as my effectiveness with it. So this would be only like in the most dire of emergency situations would I pull this out to try to defend myself, because if I don't know, and I don't, like that's one of the things I want to do. I want to get self-defense training. If I don't know how to use this weapon, then oftentimes what's going to end up happening is I just basically gave my attacker a weapon because I don't know how to use it. And I understand that. But like I said, it's like last ditch, desperate situation. I would obviously try to grab and defend myself with something. So that's kind of what that is there for. But also, like I said, because it comes in handy for so many things. You would not believe how often it comes so in handy to have a knife. And it's just a tool. For me, it's more of a tool than a self-defense thing. But I just want to throw that out there for anybody who's considering putting some sort of a self-defense device in their everyday carry. Just be careful. Either be trained or don't pull it out unless it's like it's like, you're in a really serious situation. I also carry 2 essential oil bottles. So I'm pulling these out. These are not the actual ones I carry. And here I will explain. I carry these 2 because they still are not used up. But I wanted to show these because these are the alternates, because I used to be signed up with doTERRA, the essential oil brand. I am no longer signed up with them. I just didn't want to keep ordering every month because I got myself stocked up. So I quit that. But then I have also discovered now Rocky Mountain Oils, which is a place I really do recommend. And I'm not affiliated with them. They don't have affiliations. I also really, really love Mountain Rose Herbs as a company, and they're just great. They have a lot of stuff. But so for the doTERRA brand, though, just in case you are doTERRA, well, there's peppermint essential oil, and then the Balance blend. So this just, it smells really good. And so the equivalent of Balance at Rocky Mountain Oils is Aligning. Again, it just smells delicious, but also it's like, I can't describe exactly. So these are both already diluted into fractionated coconut oil, and there's just like a little, it's like blue because it's got a certain oil. And I can't tell you, like, I just put it on my pulse points and like right behind my neck or right behind my ears, and it sort of gives me like a little bit of a lift. And it's not like something that's going to wake you up if you're exhausted or anything like that, but it just, if I'm feeling kind of like, it's like 3 o'clock and it's like getting run down, this is something that kind of will perk me up a little bit, or the Balance. And then it's also good, or it's just good because it smells good. So people are always like, gosh, you smell so good. And that's the one. But peppermint is mainly because this one will kind of perk you up if you're tired. You can go like take a little sniff and it's like, like you just get like a little hit. And then what I also will do, which is a huge no-no, I know somebody's going to yell at me, but I will sometimes take just the oil and then just a quick, like I just get a tiny, tiny bit on my finger. And I mean, like I even wipe off excess. And then you go like to the soft palate of your mouth, just a little bit, and then press your tongue up against it. And it like fogs your whole head. And it's not even a drop. I don't even think it's a half of a drop. It's like the very smallest amount of a glaze right here. And you just go kink, like right there. And that is not something that I do very often, but that is especially if I'm feeling nauseous or I have like a headache coming on or something's going on, that will like zing it right away. And so I do like that. And like I said, I don't do that very often, and it's definitely not recommended to take essential oils internally. But to me, a tiny swipe of a tiny amount of an essential oil is better than popping, I don't know, Pepto-Bismol or some medicine, in my mind. And then the absolute last thing that I carry with me, here she comes again. This is, mommy's trying to do this thing and she does not care. You want to say hi? So yeah, definitely, because I have kids, they're mostly older now, but we're coming up with her now too. I'm going to be kind of a young child again. I carry this. Let me tell you a story about the old days, my children. This is a film canister. I used to have to buy film and put it into a camera, and then you take pictures and you didn't know what they looked like. And then you would take them to the store and get them developed, and you'd have to like go pick them up and stuff. It was crazy, crazy times. But anyway, how did we survive? But anyway, this is an old film canister, which I still have from like back in the dark ages. And what I keep in here are 6 dice. Actually, there's a few extra dice. But it used to be 6 of these super tiny dice that I made out of clay. But now it is not. There's 6 of these little dice, which I made out of clay. But you can... Yeah, I know you want the dice. She's obsessed with the dice. So we play Farkle. Farkle is a great game that you can play with only 6 dice. So it's a fantastic thing to have when you're waiting somewhere and, you're trying to keep kids occupied. You can play a game with them. And so Farkle is one that we just play in our family. We love it. I know you can play Yahtzee. There's actually several games that you can play with just dice. So this is something that I carry on hand with me because I have, for the last, 19 years of my life, I have had children to entertain when I've been out. So this is something that I carry with me. And then also Adam and I have gotten used to it too. My husband and I will sit and we'll play, like if we're just hanging out, and then it cuts down on screen time. You actually like see the people in your family and interact and have fun with each other. And so that's great. So anyway, that is the full collection of my everyday carry. And then, oh yeah, the item that I ended up removing was just an extra knife. it's because it became redundant when I stole the big one from my husband. So I was like, wait, why do I still have this extra kind of smaller one? So I went ahead and put it back with the rest of his knives. But anyway, I guess that's all. So as always, I hope the rest of your day is good. Your life stays wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, so that's what it is. And I already did my outro, but I just want to say, like, I'm planning a few upgrades. Like, I want to get a multi-tool. I'm wanting to do something like a smallish kind of first aid type kit type thing. Things like that. So probably in another few months, I will do an updated everyday carry. But for now, this is what it is. So, okay. All right. That's it. Oh, yeah, I know. You need attention. Okay. All right. As always, thank you for watching. I hope the rest of your day is good. Your life stays wonderful. Vegan Prepper out. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.